Hey, what's up, guys? It's SuperDarry124 here, and today I am joined by my beautiful wife, Talia,
Hi.
and we are going to do something a little unconventional for this channel. Hopefully, you guys find it fun. I think this will be a lot of fun. Is we're going to do a tier list. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of these on YouTube, and recently we've been really into going to theme parks, specifically Disney, Universal Studios, and we like to talk about the attractions and what makes them great, maybe not so great, and that's what a tier list gives us the ability to do, and also to share with you guys. So yeah, I think it'll be fun, and I think it'll be interesting. So
yeah, so we really did enjoy going to Hollywood Studios the last times we went there, and one time was at May. It was at December, so we saw it during when it was still like mid-COVID season, so everyone was like, a lot of the mandates were really weird, and we saw it after when all the mandates kind of like lifted a little more. So we kind of saw how busy it was at these rides, if they were really worth it, if they were kind of like, maybe we could skip it, whatever. So yeah, let's kind of get right into the Hollywood Studios tier list.
all right, sounds good. So it looks like we're starting off with an absolute classic here that I'm don't know if I'm gonna go on this. I have always been afraid of the ride system, but Hollywood Tower of Terror, obviously a classic ride.
It's my favorite ride.
Yeah, really, she should talk about this. I shouldn't talk about this.
Yeah, Dylan refuses to go on it.
Yeah, maybe I'll change my mind.
After many times, but we'll see. Yeah. So I'm trying to make that happen. We're gonna go again. We're gonna go back to this park in August of this year. So hopefully by then he might want to actually attempt to go on it. I think it's super, super fun. The theming is great. It's super cute. Not cute. It's very, I really like it. I really like the Tower of Terror theme. I like the Twilight Zone overlay on it. It's super, super fun. It's a really great theme. It's also like one of my favorite rides there. Really disappointed to see Land for changing the Guardians of the Galaxy. I understand it, but I don't enjoy it. But I love this ride, so I'd probably put it underneath. We'll ride over and over and over.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to give any input because I've never. I did go to Disneyland once, like over 15 years ago, and I never did Hollywood Tower of Terror there either. So I have literally no input to give about that ride because I've never ever experienced it.
It's a great ride.
At all.
You gotta go on it.
Okay, next one. This I got some stuff to say about. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance.
The coveted Rise of the Resistance.
This is arguably, right now, I mean, this might be the most sought after ride to go on in the entire world right now. It's what?
Like, funny story about that. Like, we actually got off that ride. We went, I went on that ride for the final ride of the whole night, so like they can like not tell me like, oh, the ride's closed like that. So like we just kind of waited. We got in line like an hour before closing, or 2 hours before closing. And we were basically in the park like an hour past closing time to go on this ride. And we got off, there were like these two guys walking behind us and they were saying, we've already lived inside of theme park history, we went on Rise of the Resistance. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, we just really go on theme park history, like riding this ride, like that is kind of true. So like everyone loves it, it's really great. I thought it was really cool, but yeah, I think you have more to say about it.
Oh no, yeah, I was actually, funny that she mentions that. I was able to get on it twice the day we went, and with no Genie Plus or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it was obviously amazing. It's like a whole experience. It's not just the ride itself, and the sets are amazing. It's really fun. It's just really fun. You can't go wrong with it. It's like arguably the marquee ride at Disney right now.
Yeah, like my Star Wars loving family loved the ride, even though we did not like the new movies, but like we did, like they all enjoyed the ride. So did I. So did Dylan. So
yeah, so
like it's really good. Even if you're not a fan of like the new movies, you will be a fan of this ride.
Yeah, even if I'd even go on this if it meant a very long wait time, even at least to go on it once per visit. So we'll ride over and over again. That's an awesome ride. Okay, next one. Don't got a lot to say on this.
Rockin' roller coaster featuring Aerosmith.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've never been on this. I don't want to.
It's the only Walt Disney World ride that would go upside down. So you can take it as a plus or minus, however you want to feel with it. Personally, I am not a fan of how short it is. It's only a 50-second attraction, and you normally wait like over an hour to go on. And I think that time is not well spent for that ride. Like, I'd honestly rather go like on Tower of Terror 2 times instead of going on that one once. Like, I don't know. I really am not a fan of that ride. I went on it like one time as a kid, and I did not enjoy it. I know like I was a kid and stuff, but like, I don't know, like I had an opportunity to go on it this time. I was waiting to the line for like about 20 minutes, and I'm like, you know what? I want to go on Star Tours like instead. I don't want to do this, so I just kind of left the line and did something else. I did like Star Tours 3 times. Oh yeah. Time spent to do it once. So I felt like that was a lot better time spent doing other stuff instead of just waiting a line for that one ride alone. So I probably put underneath the okay, even though it's very controversial, but like we're not fans of it.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought you did go on it last time, but no, I guess you didn't. So, okay, that's fine, and obviously I have nothing to say about that one. Okay, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. This is the newest ride in this park, and we've been on it like we've visited this park twice. I think we may have gone on this like 4 times in total. Our first visit, we went on this ride like 3 times.
Twice, I think. Maybe
no,
3.
I think it was 3 times. And then the last time we went, we only went on it once. But it uses the same system as Rise of Resistance. It's definitely not as good, but it is very fun. I think the animatronics are really cool in the way the whole ride is presented and executed.
Yeah, like we have a differing opinion on that. Like, I do not like the way that the characters look inside of this ride. I think they look really weird. But Dylan was saying that he actually did like the way they looked at it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess like some people do like the new animation style. I personally did not. So I feel like just for that reason alone, I would probably put this like a tier lower, just because I just do not appreciate how they made Mickey and Minnie look. I was like, I don't really like that. So I probably put underneath like great. Okay. I wouldn't really do it again and again and again. Like, it is fun, but it's not as good as Rise of Resistance or Tower of Terror. So I don't think it could like go in the same category.
That's fair. Yeah, is it amazing? I mean, it is pretty cool. Yeah, I think Great's a good spot for it. Okay, so next one we got is Star Tours. Star Tours. I've always liked Star Tours, even when I went to Disneyland over 15 years ago. I don't remember it extremely well, but I do remember liking this ride while I was there. So when it was time to go to Florida, I was excited. It's been so long. It's been updated. And I thought it was awesome. I still think it's really awesome. It's really fun. It's simple. I don't know if it really is so much at this point mind-blowing.
No.
But it's really fun, and it has a lot of rewritability because you get different scenarios every time you go on.
Yeah. It's really fun. You can visit 9 different planets. So you both visit 3 planets in every single time you ride one, so you could do like a different variation every single ride, which is really fun to do, like Dylan said. The one thing about it right now is, since that the Galaxy's Edge area has opened, that ride has a super short wait time. Well, before you used to be like an hour-long wait at any given time. Now it's like 10, 20 minutes. And we went there during Christmas time, and it was still like a 15-minute wait. Yeah, it was. That's a good point. Every single time. Like, it was so short to wait in line for that ride. And this park only has 9 rides, and that ride was always like a 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute wait. Like, it never passed like 45 minutes ever. And it was really cool.
Yeah, it's a good bang for your time.
Yeah.
Like, this is, if you want to get on something quick, this is a good choice.
I probably put it underneath I don't know, probably.
I don't know if it's amazing. I might say it's great. I definitely don't think it's okay.
I might say it's actually amazing, because it is fun.
Would you?
Yeah. Just because I think if you like Star Wars, this is a really fun ride to go on. It has.
Okay, I'm gonna do it too, because I really do like Star Wars. I don't know what just happened. It just glitched out. Okay. But you guys know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, there it goes.
Like, it's really fun because it has stuff from every single movie. So if you're a fan of the original series, you got something to like. If you're a fan of the prequels, you got something to like. And if you're a fan of the new ones, you got something to like. But it's a good mix. So it's not like the new Galaxy's Edge where it's all about the new movies and nothing about the original series, which kind of sucks if you're like only a fan of like the prequels and the original series. Yeah. So that ride's a good balance between kind of keeping everybody happy, and I appreciate it. So I like that ride a lot.
Awesome. All right. So next we're gonna touch, maybe since we're on the topic of Star Wars, we'll just go ahead and do Millennium Falcon's Rose Run. So this is also a simulator ride, kind of similar to Star Tours, except you actually get to control it. I think the queue for this is awesome.
Yeah.
It really does feel like you're going on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, which is really fun.
And which is really, really dope. And even in the cockpit, it feels like you're actually in it. And so that's a pretty surreal experience, especially as I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan, but I do really enjoy Star Wars, and that's an iconic ship.
Like, I will say, though, with this ride, if you're only a single person going on it, or you're like a group of 2 or group of 4, you really do need like 6 people with your group to actually make it fun. Because we went on it the first time, just the 2 of us, and we were actually the pilots. And the other 4 people in the back, none of them were talking to us. Like, everyone was like a group of 2. So everyone's like super quiet, did not want to say anything. So the entire time was like just doing the missions, like not saying anything. Like something's happening, something like that. Like, we're like laughing stuff, and they were just like sitting there, like not doing a single thing. Like, okay. So like, it really depends on your group, I feel like. But like, it was fun. We went on again in December with my family plus Dylan, and that was really fun because like my dad, my older brothers were like huge Star Wars nerds, were able to be able to be the pilots, and we were just like the shooters and stuff, and that was really fun to do.
Yeah, with a full group.
Yeah, but like if you're just the 2 of you, it's probably not worth waiting an hour to do it because it's not gonna be as fun unless you have a good group.
Yeah.
It really depends on if your group's gonna be immersed in it or not. So that's just kind of the downside of it. So I feel like it's fun, but you really do need to play into the story to actually have a fun time.
Yeah, I think so I feel kind of mixed about it. I think if I had to put it somewhere, I'd maybe put it under great.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's okay or whatever. Like, I think you should experience this.
Yeah.
Do I think it's jaw-droppingly amazing? I mean, no, and then like
I'd rather do Star Tours and experience it instead of doing Millennium Falcon and having to like do stuff. It's kind of stressful having them be like, okay, you gotta like shoot the things now, and then you can't do it accurately, and then like it's really like, I don't know, it just, we did not really enjoy doing the improv stuff like that where they're like, okay, you guys, like, you're in charge of your own destiny. It's like, I don't like that. Like, I do not want to be the one in charge. Like, I just want to like just show up and like experience it, kind of like Indiana Jones ride. It's kind of like just show up and like experience the ride, not be the one who's actually driving the Jeep around the park. I know it's terrifying.
Yeah, and that's just us. Maybe, I'm sure a lot of people feel differently, but we just don't necessarily care for that kind of system. But it is a very cool ride. It is very cool. Okay, so next we're gonna get into the Toy Story stuff here, and it looks like we're gonna kick things off with Toy Story Mania. So this ride, I don't really know what to call it. It's kind of like an arcade.
Like a shooter ride.
Shooter ride. Yeah, that's really what to say. I think it's very cute. All of the Toy Story cues are cute.
Yeah.
And are fun and are playful because, you know, it's toys and whatnot. The cue's very cool. And I do think this is a very fun game. I have a good time on this. Yeah. It seems like it's a decent length. And yeah, that's really what I have to say.
Yeah, I'd probably put it on the same place as like Star Tours, because like there is a lot of rewritability with it. But is it like, oh, like you need to do it again, Like, no, you probably just do like once a trip, and you're like, okay, cool. But it is really fun to do, and you can do it multiple times if you have time for it. So it's really fun. Yeah,
so we really enjoy that one. Next we'll do this one next. We'll do Alien Swirling Saucers. So this is, I mean, probably out of the entire park, this one is the most catered toward. Really, this is meant for young kids. It's family ride. It's very simple.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to describe what it's like.
Yeah, like it's like a space scrambler.
Yeah, that's how to say it. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of fun. It's kind of like teacups. You kind of spin around. It is fun, but it is for little kids. I say, like, it is fun to do if it just, like, if you're actually, like, are an adult, if you want to do it, if it's, like, a 30-minute wait, but if it's anything longer than that, it's definitely a skip. Like, I'd probably put it underneath the whatever, because, like, it's not worth your time.
Oh, would you really?
Yeah, well, like, it is fun, but, like, if it was like, oh, you can either do that ride or you could do Rock and Roller Coaster, I'd probably say Rock and Roller Coaster. Like, honestly, I would rather do that than.
Really, I wouldn't. That's just, yeah. I think if it was purely up to, I mean, obviously, I totally get where she's coming from. I think if it was purely up to me, I'd put it under okay. I'd probably actually switch Rock and Roller Coaster but that's just because I know it's a good ride. I just don't like going upside down and the launch. But okay, yeah. I mean, it's for us we went on it once. That's probably all we need to go on.
Yeah.
Okay, and lastly, we got a Slinky Dog Dash. This is the family. Well, you could make an argument for Rock and Roller Coaster being a family coaster, but I think this is more of a family coaster.
Yeah.
We only went on it once. Mm-hmm. In fact, that's the truth for all the Toy Story ones. We only went on those rides once, but I loved this.
Yeah.
It was very fun. The theming is great. The track was really fun. It's very playful. Mm-hmm. Like, it has you going up and down, making swirls, and even a very subtle launch. It's not very intense or anything. And you get a cool environment with different Toy Story characters hanging around. And the queue, too. The queue's awesome. Yeah,
the one thing with this ride, I would say it's really, really fun if you're actually a fan of Toy Story, like 1, 2, like the first two, you're like roomies at that time, because like it does not have any of the characters from like the third movie or the terrible fourth movie that they made. Like, it's actually just the original characters, which is really fun to see. It kind of takes place during like Toy Story 2 times, which is really fun to like see that kind of version again, because like that's like the time that we were kids and saw those movies, so like that's really fun to like how it should be catered to us instead of it being like catered to like the new generation of like Toy Story fans, which I really enjoy. So, and also it is a really fun ride. It's super, super fun to go on it. I don't think anyone goes on that ride does not have a fun time. So it's super, super fun.
Yeah.
It's not scary though. Like, you know, like a Tower of Terror, if a kid goes on that one, they might start crying. So when no kid's gonna go on and start crying, because like it's not that scary. But it's still really, really fun though. It's a good gateway roller coaster for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not super childish though. I mean, it's still moderately intense.
It's a family coaster, but
yeah, it's not like extremely childish or lacking in thrills. I think it's still got some thrill. So, as far as where to put this, I would say I would ride it over and over. Like, I think it's awesome, but I could see you just saying it's like amazing or great. But we really, really like that roller coaster. And it's sad the second time we didn't the second time we went to visit, we didn't get around to that entire Toy Story Land.
No.
So we've only been on it once, but hopefully we're gonna change that later this year. So, well, awesome, you guys. So that's our official rankings, or I don't know if you want to rank them within the little columns.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
With everything.
Okay, great. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let us know in the comments what you change or what you guys personally think about this. And this was pretty fun for us, so we'll probably look to do more of these with all the other parks we've been to or the places we will eventually go. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll go ahead and talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.
Bye.